One other quote on excuses. An excuse is a lie wrapped in the skin of laziness. I believe that was Charles Spurgeon that said that. He said an excuse is nothing more than a lie wrapped in the skin of laziness. So, first two major hindrances to prayer is satanic opposition, number one. Number two, excuses. Number three, and you might guess this one. This is another one that once you hear it, you say, oh, yeah, that doesn't surprise me either. Busyness. Not business, but busyness. 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 Some scriptures for that. Hopefully, you're writing these down, looking them up. 1 Corinthians 9:24-27 talks about running the race, and like an athlete has to lay aside every weight and the sin and fight the good fight and condition himself and train himself, and like a boxer, uh, pummel himself even, and like a uh, sprinter, to really, like an Olympian, to really put aside all the things that hinder and don't do what our body tells us to do, but tell our body what to do. That's how it reads in the Living Bible. Paul says, I don't let my body tell me what to do. I tell my body what to do. So busyness. Philippians 3:7-8. Philippians 3:7-8. Paul talks there about laying aside everything that hinders and counting it all top priority to live for Christ and to serve him and to follow him. He said, those things which were gained to me, I counted them as dung. I laid them aside for the priceless privilege, the Amplified Bible reads, of knowing Christ. So, busyness, busyness. Here's another quote. I'm too busy, many cry, as souls move endlessly to hell. Our whole society thinks itself too busy to respect God who gave them all they possess. In religious circles, this busyness is alarming. Many Christians are too busy to love, too busy to share, too busy to care, and too busy to pray. There is perhaps no greater danger in the church today than the unfortunate trend of substituting prayer with activity. Let's read that again. There's perhaps no greater danger in the church today than the unfortunate trend of substituting prayer with activity. You know, Paul talked about in 2 Thessalonians 3:11, he said, some walk disorderly, busybodies. Busybodies. 1 Peter 4:15 talks about murder, theft, evil doing, and busybodies. Wow. Wow. Right there in the same company as murder, theft, and evil doing. So busyness can be a real hindrance to our daily prayer lives. R.A. Torrey, tremendous man of God and author, one of the great dead authors that I refer to and I love to read. Those are my favorite authors, the dead authors, the ones that wrote, I like to say, before 1950 and in the 1800s and early 1900s and even 1700s, 1600s. Man, you want to get some good stuff, some meat. Those are the ones to read. R.A. Torrey said, we are too busy to pray. We are too busy to pray. And so we are too busy to have power. We are too busy to pray, and so we are too busy to have power. We have a great deal of activity, but we accomplish little. Many services, but few conversions. Much machinery, but few results. Oh, I'm convicted already. I don't know about you, but every time I go over material like this and study prayer and the scriptures and read what dear saints of God had to say about prayer, I get convicted because I know I'm not praying as much as I should. I want to, I need to, In Jesus' name, I'm going to pray consistently, regularly, faithfully, devotionally. Here's another quote about busyness. In this restless and busy age, most of us live too much in public. We spend our spiritual strength and forget to renew it. We multiply engagements and curtail our prayers. By an error of judgment, or perhaps by the subtle force of inclination, which we mistake for necessity, we work when we ought to pray. We work when we ought to pray, because to an active mind, work is far easier than prayer. Who would have thought that? But don't we know it's true? Work is actually easier than prayer. I think it was Bounds that said prayer is work. It's taxing work. It's humbling work. He said the proof of it is how few of us pray. Shows that prayer is work. Prayer is work. Dick Eastman again. Most Christians spend too much time working and hardly any time praying. Most Christians spend too much time working and hardly any time praying. Because of this dilemma, the church is sadly short on spiritual power. The key to becoming a balanced prayer is fusing work and prayer as one. Shamefully, some Christians fail to see the need for proper balance. We are compelled to remember, however, those who pray must, those who pray most work best. So once again, we'll stop there and continue this tomorrow. Be sure to tune in, like it on YouTube, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell to come right to your phone every day. Encourage you to share this with people. I mean, we all know people that need to be encouraged in their prayer life. I know I do. We all do. So let's spread the good word. Let's spread the encouragement and the motivation. We'll see you tomorrow. Shalom. God bless you.